was very tired on the tour, and I was sleeping a lot during the day, and we were playing pretty intense shows, and then there was a lot of time at night. I woke up in the morning with severe night sweats, which is always a big giveaway that something terrible's happening. And of course it was. And then so when I came off the tour, I had pneumonia, and again when that was diagnosed, there was a lot of pandemic protocols in place, and I got there late in the day. I went to see the doctor about the cough and some symptoms, and he realised that there was something not right, and sent me to an emergency daycare unit in the hospital. And I got there probably at 4:30 in the afternoon. So they said, we're going to try and get you a CT scan and an X-ray. And they said, we can't get you the CT scan till tomorrow morning, but we have got you an X-ray. And the X-ray revealed that I had huge, very aggressive pneumonia. It was quite far advanced. It was in both my lungs, and it was not good. But I think at that point they thought, aha, that's why he's got the cough. And I think if I'd had the CT scan, which I never had, because they thought, oh, we've got the problem here, it's pneumonia, that would have revealed all the underlying causes that were going on as well. And so when I got through to the end of the first pneumonia cycle, it's not getting better. The cough isn't going. And I kept phoning the doctors, and they'd say, oh, give it time. You need to rest more. We know you'll be working when you should be resting.
or climbing Mount Everest or something.
Yeah, that's it. So I was hung by my own petard at that point, as they say. And then it was it got out of hand, and I realised I couldn't even walk out the door. Jules took me for a walk one day, and I got 100 yards, and I had to turn back, and I couldn't even cross a sports field to see my son play. And so Jules got me in the hospital the next day, and then they did the CT scans and the full range of testing, and the pandemic protocols have been lifted for the most part, and it became clear that I was in a desperate situation. And what looked like at first it was another case of pneumonia, it was actually blood that was filling my lungs this time. It was much more severe than a case of pneumonia, so I was in a bad place. And luckily they were able to get me straight onto the wards. I had a drain put into my back, which wasn't a nice procedure, to get inside my lung and drain off all the blood. And that was then I knew I was going to be in hospital for a long time once they'd explained to me the severity of the situation. So
how long were you in?
I was in there for a few months. So
wow.
I